Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning, recipes, a little bit of everything. Let's talk about how this high tunnel fared in about 40 to 50 mile an hour gust and 30 mile an hour sustained winds that we had yesterday and the day before. Check this video out. So you can see it held up pretty darn good. So thankful. We are coming into the springtime season. I think tomorrow is the first day of spring, and we expect heavy thunderstorms from now until probably mid-June. So let's talk about what's growing in the high tunnel, how everything is doing, and then we're going to talk about the La Niña and what it expects to bring us this summer. So I'm excited to show you that my cucumbers are coming up, my French petite cantaloupes, my pickling cucumbers. These are my black-eyed butter beans. I'm a little disappointed. I know I planted probably about 6 of the Texas tested seeds in there, and only 3 so far, maybe 3.5. You can see a little sprig back there have germinated. Here is my broccoli. Kale is doing well. Here is some of my lettuce. My eggplant is finally starting to take hold. Look at this Napa cabbage, guys, and I'm growing this Napa cabbage to make my own kimchi, but it seems to be doing quite well. And there are my Easter basket radishes. Let's look over here. I got a couple of Roma tomatoes in a wicking pot. I have my spinach that I planted back in the fall, and it's trying to bolt. And here is my new spinach. It's trying to bolt too because it's been so warm. I'm going to try to clip off some of those little seeds and try to keep it from bolting. If I can't, I'll go ahead and eat it as baby spinach. My beets are looking fantabulous, guys. Fantabulous. Thank you for all you who suggested that we cut off those greens and that they would keep on going, because they really are. Still need to get in there and thin out those onions. I'll do that today or tomorrow. My kohlrabi is coming up. These are our pinto beans. Here are my husband's strawberries. He can't wait for these. Here is the blackberry bush. It is doing very well, starting to bud out. We have more transplants, guys. Look at my bell peppers, my jalapeno peppers, my poblanos, and my banana peppers and serranos. They're all in here. They are doing great. And here are some of the tomatoes that we started. These are the Perone. And look at this beautiful tomato. We are going to get these in some of the wicking tubs. And these are my Cosmos. Everything is loving it, guys, in this high tunnel. I have more peppers over here that's going to go in the ground. And then our petunias are starting to come up. We're going to make the hanging baskets, most of you know. And look at these gorgeous marigolds. They are so ready to get going. We'll put some of these in the ground and we'll sell some. And here is my dill. So thankful that's coming up because I'll be canning some pickles. Here are more of the petunias that my husband has started. So today we have some of the mortgage lifter tomatoes, and we have some of the Tommy Toes that my husband is starting to transplant, getting excited about these. And look at these beautiful tomato bushes. Every single bush, guys, has a tomato on it. Let's check here at my kale. But I'm going to come on down the line here. And you can see all these buds. Everything is healthy. I have lots of new little tomatoes on here all throughout these plants. Gorgeous, gorgeous tomatoes. Come on down here. Look at these beauts. I got a beautiful one coming up there. We did pick some last week and had some fried green tomatoes. So we are planting in these tubs the companion method. Here we have 2 Roma tomatoes and a banana pepper, and here we have 2 Perone tomatoes and 1 bell. And here is my show-stopping chard. I got to get this cut back, guys, so I can do some canning. We have some pumpkins that my husband started. He has an idea for where he's going to put these, but they are doing fantastic. Here are 2 more cabbages. Here are 2 of my mortgage lifter tomatoes and a jalapeno pepper. We have 2 tubs to fill here, and we have another beautiful head of cabbage. And here we have 2 mortgage lifters, and we've put some oregano in there. And I have my ginger. My ginger is starting to come up, guys. We love ginger and we cook with it. And gosh, there's all kinds of great things you can do with ginger, especially if you have stomach issues. Ginger is fantastic. It's also good for anti-inflammatory. Over here we have 2 more Roma tomatoes and some rosemary. And you can see these little seed pods? This is my broccoli. It is starting to sprout out. I'll be harvesting these seeds before you know it. So, and then this plant will come up out of the ground. Here are our potatoes. Here is another very nice head of cabbage. It's not ready yet, but it's getting there. We have 3 bell peppers here. And then look at that jalapeno bush. We're letting those go until our other ones start. And here is a heaping bunch more of beefsteak tomatoes, Perone, Tommy Toes, mortgage lifters. We have some other seed starters here. Our celery is starting to come up. That's going to have to probably go in the ground here real quick. We have some more, I think it's bell peppers. And then I have some coneflowers, the echinacea. And over here, my husband has started some zinnias. And then we have some California Wonder tomatoes coming up. We plan on potting these in 4-inch pots, guys. And then we're going to make us a little extra money with all this. I think that by the time everybody gets ready to plant in the next month, that we are going to have a great deal of potted tomatoes ready for them to put in the ground. So here is an overview of this high tunnel. I'm very, very pleased. So this next week promises to be a little cool. We're going to be in the 70s, lower 70s for the next week, and we're going to be in the upper 40s, maybe mid 40s at night. Last night we did get down to 40 degrees, but the high tunnel held steady at about 42 to 43. I think that with all the greenery and the soil and all the wicking tuffs we have in here, it is generating some heat, so we feel pretty good about things. My husband's going to raise this because you can see those tomatoes are just going crazy and they want to go higher and higher. I'm about 5'3", so those tomatoes are bumping 6 feet tall. So let's talk about the La Niña. So a La Niña pattern, funny enough, is pretty indicative when we get the snowfall that we got back in February. We got 2 snowfalls this year. We got one at the end of January, and we got that big one, that big winter storm that hit us mid-February. But what it promises for us this summer in Texas, guys, and you need to be aware of this, is very dry. They're saying that it's almost going to be deserty. So I've watched a couple of weather folks out there, and I've done some reading on our previous La Niña years, and that's pretty spot on that we're going to have a very dry summer. So you want to make sure that you keep your plants watered, and make sure you plant your garden in a spot where you're going to be able to keep it watered and keep it hydrated. And we think that we'll do pretty well in here in this high tunnel because we do have irrigation set up. Again, I can't be more pleased. I will be planting my squash and zucchini probably next weekend outside. I'm going to be using the mound method. And one of you asked about the zucchini because that you're having problems the last couple of years. We have too. We had problems getting a good zucchini harvest the last 2 years. The first year we realized it was the lack of pollinators, and so last year I was doing some hand pollinating, and I did make a video on that, so go check that out because it really did work. Now, did we get the bumper crop that we normally do as zucchini? No, we didn't, so we hope that that's going to change this year. So if you're having problems getting your zucchini to produce, you might want to start looking at hand pollinating. Make sure you get some good fertilizer on it, and we'll watch and see what happens this year. But lots going on here at North Texas Vegetable Gardening, guys. I am so thankful for all of you. If you like this video and you want to learn how to do your seed starting, which there's videos out there, and you want to learn more about gardening here in Texas, be sure and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, we ask that you hit that like button. That helps us move along a little faster in some of the rankings, and so we would appreciate you guys doing that. So I'll be in touch in the next day or so. Take care. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will be in touch.